viewers, welcome to the video lecture series for Job Role Hand Embroiderer Class 9. In this video, we will learn about Bullion Stitch. It is a type of loop stitch mainly used for small roses. The method to embroider the French knot and the Bullion Stitch is almost the same. Thus, sometimes they can be used to substitute each other. Before we start the embroidery work, we require some material like embroidery frame or hoop, fabric should be clean, starch-free and ironed, needle, embroidery thread or floss, thimble, thread clipper or scissors, carbon paper, design or motif traced on butter paper, pen or pencil. Preparation before embroidery. Before we start the embroidery work, fabric should be clean, starch-free and ironed. Trace the design or motif on fabric through carbon paper. Place the fabric at even place. Place should be neat and clean. Now place the carbon paper and place the design sheet. Now trace the outline of the design with the help of pen or pencil. If your design skill or sketching is good, you can directly draw the design onto fabric. Now your design or motif is ready. Fix the traced fabric on embroidery frame or hoop. For fixing, loose the screw and separate the rings. Place small ring below the fabric and second ring above the fabric. Now tight the screw of embroidery frame or hoop. Stretch the fabric firmly and gently. Insert embroidery thread or floss into needle. Do not take too long or too short thread. Insert embroidery thread or floss into needle. Do not take too long or too short thread. Generally, in embroidery thread, there are 6 strands, but usually we take 2 strands. For Bullion stitch, we are taking 4 strands. Now, make a small knot at the end of the thread at one end only. Let's start the Bullion stitch. Bring needle up or right side of the fabric at a point where the Bullion stitch is to be made. Now take 3/4 of the needle is above the fabric. Hold the eye of the needle with the left hand. Coil the thread around the needle. For inner portion of the design, 5 to 7 twists and for outer layer 8 to 12 twists is sufficient. The working thread is carried out under the needle point. Hold the coiled thread with left hand. Now pull the thread very gently. so that the twists are tightened against the needle. Now arrange them on one side of the petal and insert the needle. Repeat the same process for the other side of the design so that the twists are tightened against the needle. Now arrange them on one side of the petal and insert the needle. To end the stitch, bring the needle at the back side of the fabric. Make a small loop. Then pull the thread from the loop to end the stitch. Cut the extra thread. Now the design or motif is ready. Let's summarize the embroidery steps quickly. Place the fabric at neat and clean surface and trace the outline of the design. Fix the fabric on embroidery frame or hook. Start the embroidery work. After completion of this stitch, finish the embroidery work. So, thank you viewers, learn by doing and give your best. That's all for this video. In next video, we will learn about embroidery defects and their rectification, session 1 of unit 3 of this textbook. Till then, enjoy watching and keep learning.